Good evening. How is everybody? And congratulations, Big Shrimpin', you are first. Hope you're doing well. Fish for you. Now, I never thought about this, but who is fish for you? Is it either or is it just one? Because there are two. Good evening. All right. Hope everyone's doing well. So this is a special edition because it's both. All right. Well, good evening to both of you. Special edition for a number of reasons. Number one, because I'm starting early. Number two, so why am I starting early? Number one, because there's a lot to go over. Number two, because Stephen, Myrtle, and Kelly did not go. So I wanted to go earlier. I was going to try and start at 5, but 5 to 9 would be a long stream. And there's no feeding time for me. So that's very important, you know. I just finished eating. Hopefully my indigestion doesn't get too bad. I ate broccoli and carrots with my dinner, so bad things are bound to happen. And I had a soda. Could be interesting. So I figured, all right, I need time to eat and finish up doing my stuff of the day, so start at 6. So that alone makes it special, right? Number two, some big things happened today. And there's a lot to talk about. So that's number two. Number three, in addition to just those things, big things, the whiteboard is full. That whiteboard has not been that full in a very long time. We got a lot to talk about. All right, let's see here. There's Jenna P. You missed me being the auctioneer. Nice. You should have never told me that you can auctioneer. I'm assuming that was at the Maryland meeting. How was it? Based on the pictures, it looks like there was an awesome turnout. So I'm very excited for that. How was it? And there's Diane. Welcome. You should eat more broccoli. Probably should, but I'm not. I hate it. It was disgusting. It was gross. And he did a good job. Oh, nice. Have I finally found my replacement? There's my BFF Clashy and Eric, you freaking nut. Hello. Hope you are doing well. I hope you heard some good news, hopefully. I didn't say I was good at it. No, you didn't, but Diane just did. We had a great turnout, lots of new members. Awesome. That's exciting. Are they going to meet monthly now? The fact that they meet on a Sunday is a very good sign. Nothing yet. That sucks. All right. And there's Alshon. Welcome. And Bob Mennel. Welcome. All right. Let's see. Did the Discord notification go out? Come on, computer. There it is. Awesome. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Let's hop right into this. Oh, fish for you. The yellow shrimps we got from you are doing well. Colored up nice. Awesome. Very good to hear. The second Sunday of the month. That could be a meeting that I could potentially. Where is the meeting? How far from oh, what's a good landmark near me that people may know? Um how far from like the Delaware Pennsylvania line or Philadelphia? Maybe around there. Nathan Hovey Dovey, welcome. Stephen P, welcome. All right. Let's start. The whole one side of this has nothing to do with Keystone Clash. However, the right side does. So we're going to start with that, especially since Clashy is here. It's in Havity Grace. Havity Grace, I think, is if I go 95 south in Delaware and get off at Route 40, Pulaski Highway, I think that takes me to Havity Grace. Is that outside of Elkton, maybe? That would not be a bad drive at all for me. All right. Keystone Clash. We got some stuff to talk about. Today, super early for us. Vendor registrations are live. The website is live. So for the last couple of weeks, we had that teaser. It was the same that was on our social media, the save the date. And we sometime today, it was this morning, probably around right before lunch, I think it was. It went live. It's limited. Registration is not live. However, another one? What the heck? It's really weird. Anyway, it is live. Vendor registration is live. Not only is vendor registration live, we already have 8 spaces sold in hours. In like 6 to 7 hours. We have already sold 8 vendor spaces. It's insane. On top of that, sponsorships are live. So something I've been mentioning for the last couple weeks is we're bringing in some really big name sponsors. You may not know who they are, but they're from across the world. And they cost a lot of money. Not only are we bringing in speakers from across the world, however, we're adding more talks. We're going to have more speakers. That costs a lot of money. So, sorry. I know where they're going. That's why my phone just went off. We wanted to open up sponsorships early because this year it's going to cost us more money to put this event on. Additionally, we're trying to do more at the Clash for you, the attendees. A big thing that there was a lot of demand for. Remember those surveys? Well, and we emphasize the need for them and stuff because we want your feedback, not just because we want to see what you have to say, but we want to do our best to keep you happy. One big thing that we're going to do, we're going to have a daytime hospitality room in addition to our regular hospitality room. The regular hospitality room is going to be the same hours, probably same setup on all that, same room and everything. But we're also going to have, not in there, but a different room, a daytime one. No alcohol. But like we're thinking water, soda, coffee, snacks, stuff like that. Just so that during the day you have options. But again, that additional room, that product and all of that cost money. So we wanted sponsorships to go live early. We're also going to reach out to not only our normal sponsors and everything that we normally reach out to, but we're going to expand it. Excuse me. We're going to try to bring in some bigger names, bigger companies, um, that will hopefully provide big stuff for us, for like the raffle, the auctions, the goodie bags, and maybe some displays and stuff like that. We have the room, um, so why not fill it up? So, like that atrium, the area right outside the restaurant, we can fill that up if we want. We have full access to that if we have stuff to put there. Um, Even the lobby, they'll let us put stuff in the lobby. I mean, there was the sing along with Dr. Ted. I missed it. Unfortunately, I wish I was there. Sounded like an amazing time. But we can put stuff in there. We also have room, um, in the fish show room. We have some open space in there. So we want to fill it up. Like today, I was joking, but kind of serious. Wouldn't it be awesome if someone brought like a huge ass pond with a fountain and color effects and stuff like that? Uh, Big ass koi in there and everything. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we have room. We want to bring more in just to continue to make this event better for you. We open up the vendor spaces early because we're hoping some of the sponsors become vendors as well, so that we can bring in some big companies. But also, we're changing the layout of the vendor room a little bit, not a lot. We're not having hobbyist spaces. We're only going to have vendor spaces. We were able to change it around just a tiny bit so that where the hobbyist spaces were, we can fit vendor spaces. And that increases the number of vendor spaces we can have. And we want to fill that up. Additionally, the nonprofits and stuff like that, we want to put their vendor spaces maybe in the hallway because they don't pay, and that would open up additional spaces, in the vendor room for vendors. So, I just froze for a minute. Am I okay? Can I get an audio visual check, please? All dog. I think that means all good, but thank you. Um, so sponsorships are opened up. Vendor room is opened up. Additionally, on top of that, the hotel block is live and open. Banana wine, yummy. The hotel block is open. It is $139 a night is the base rate. Then of course you got the fees and all that crap. The hotel block is the same size. I would encourage everyone to get your rooms ASAP. Last year, a bunch of us got the hotel rooms before the block went live out of the regular inventory, and cheaper as well. We were not able to do that this year. I guess they caught on to it. But what that means is, so last year we sold out the hotel block, plus we had all those additional rooms at the cheaper rate, and then some people continued to buy them at the more expensive rate after the block sold out. All of those spaces need to fit into the block now. Obviously, it's not going to happen. It's going to sell out quickly. So I would encourage you to get your hotel block ASAP. Pay attention to the dates in when you're selecting them. They are preset to be, I think, Wednesday or Thursday to Monday. You don't need all that. If you want to be there that long, that would be amazing because then you can help us. But ideally, you want to get there Thursday, the earlier the better, and leave Sunday night after the auction. You want to come to the auction. The auction is a good time. But pay attention to that in the block when you're booking your room, okay? If you have any questions or run into any issues, you can call the hotel. When you call the number, press, I think it's 0. Clash, you just put the code in there. You can say, I have a hotel code. It's KC3. It should be $139 a night. But if you have any issues, they can do that. So yeah, that is the update for the Clash. Am I missing anything? Let me think here. I think that is it. For vendors, pay attention to what you're clicking and what you're selecting, because we changed the format a little bit, but in my opinion, it's in a good way that will help you guys. So with a vendor spot, with your first vendor spot, yes, it is slightly more money, $25 more, but it includes a full registration. That's $100 value. So if you remember, this past year's vendor registration was $125, and your registration, you could do the add-on for $50 or the full registration for $100. This year, $150 gets it all for you. The additional spaces are $125. If you want more than one registration, you do the vendor add-on just like last year for $50 per person. We're offering the pipe and drape. I think that really adds a nice look to the vendor booths. I recommend it for sure. And then the tables and chairs. Every space is 10 by 10 and comes with a table and a chair. More sirens. If you want more tables and chairs, you have to select that. As a reminder, children that are under 17, I believe it is, are free. Children for Give a Kid a Tank needs to be under 15, I think. But that's not open yet. All right, let me think here. What am I missing? What else is on the Clash website? Let me check. That might be it. We also have a new feature where you can upload your images. No, that's actually probably not live yet. It's coming though. We're going to be updating a lot of the photos. And I think that's everything. Yep. What's that? Customer message. What the heck is this? Confirm with Rob's. Oh. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay. Sorry, sidetracked. Squirrel. Okay. All right. I believe that's everything Clash-wise. Catch up and chat. I'm way behind. Right here. 95 South, crossover Susquehanna River. just south of Elkton. That shouldn't be a bad ride. Melvin, welcome. Fish Fan Link, welcome. Emma, welcome. There's Dave Farrell, welcome. Nobody released fish in the pool, turned it into a giant pond. That would have been awesome. Adam McReynolds, welcome. Mr. V, welcome. Craig, welcome. So many people. Awesome. BCAS meeting Thursday night. No bueno. I agree. Linda, welcome. And I'm not seeing how you can change the date. There you go. Clashy's got you. Zen Ginger, welcome. Chris Howell, welcome. So many people here. All right. If anyone has any questions about the Clash or anything like that, feel free to email me, admin@keystoneclash.com. Okay. Next, I want to thank everyone, so many of you in this chat specifically, for donating to Jesse. We got to 2,000, and then someone with the same last name as him, a relative, I'm assuming, dropped another 1,000 on top of that. That was as of yesterday, I think. So we were at our goal was 2,000. We were at like 2,700. So thank you so much for that. Also, special shout out to Fish Rumor. Fish Rumor not only made a donation, but Steve also provided Corey's to be sold at the swamp, and all proceeds went to Jesse. I believe the GoFundMe is still open, so if one of the wonderful mods could please drop that link, that would be awesome. It's saying I can't get that rate if I change the dates. Oh boy, let's see here. Steve, it's working for me. Yeah. So make sure you go to the link via the website, the Clash website, and then change it to, so like I just changed it to October 3rd to October 6th. And it works. Tried to do Thursday to Monday. We'll try that date too. Yeah, it works. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So you want to leave on Monday. If you want to stay Monday night, it won't work. You would have to do Thursday to Monday and then call and have them add on, or just do a separate booking for Monday into Tuesday. All right. So that was Jesse. Let's talk about the swap. So this past Saturday, Aquarium Club of Lancaster County had a swap. Maybe share your screen and show him how. I would love to do that. Let me close this one, open this one, present, share screen, window, flash, share. Okay, so from the main page, click plan your visit, book your room. The preset is 10-2 to 10-7. Click in here. Okay, so check in. We want to get there Thursday. Then it automatically switches to checkout. We want to leave on Monday. 10-3, 10-7. Search. And there it is. King bed standard, $139. Or you can get 2 queen beds. It's working. I messed up. Awesome. Okay. So we had the swap, and it was amazing. Point blank, amazing. We sold out the vendor spaces, all the tables. And there may have been 1 or 2 that didn't show up, but that's it. I mean, it was full. We did a different layout this year that was similar to when the saltwater people do a frag swap there. And there was a great selection of product, many different types of fish, some absolutely beautiful fish also, live foods, good selection of live foods. It was at that fish place, that pet place. 3G, welcome. It was at that fish place, that pet place in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That place they have a huge fish room, a huge dry goods fish section, and then it's just a huge ass pet store. They have cats, dogs, birds, reptiles, both livestock and dry goods. It's, I would say, the size of a Walmart maybe, and it's huge. Our area where they let us do stuff is in the back corner in a little warehouse area. So the appearance is not ideal. They basically have white tarps that they line the area with. All right, awesome, Steve. They have big tarps set up. The layout is a little funky. It's not the best by any means, but it's free for us. And we get a good turnout, and more importantly, the vendors get a good turnout from the people in the store. How do we know this? Because we gained, let me double check my numbers here. I'm not sure if this is all from this Saturday specifically. But we gained between 5 to 10 new members to the club just for just at the swap. 5 to 10 new members just at the swap alone. Not to mention what we normally get at our monthly meetings. And those are just the people that joined that had no clue we existed and that swaps were a thing. There were some of the vendors were brand new. It was their first event for them because they didn't know there were events like this for them. And then there was just people walking around that they're like, what is this? What? Fish? What? Can I just look? Oh, that looks cool. Here's $5. And then in they go. Big Serpent says, I felt bad for those cichlid people at the end of that dead end. So, sorry, acid reflux starting. I reached out to, and there was a there was a negative post today about the swap. And there's Fish Rumor. Steven, welcome. Kalish, welcome. Hope you are all doing well. Still sirens. There was an ambulance call up the road. I didn't click on it. I'm just curious why there's so many sirens for it. For that type of incident, there should not be. Oh, because there's another. Okay. Interesting. So they were at that one. Now they're going to the other one. Oh. Oh. Okay. That explains. Sorry, I'm back. So there was a negative post. And we got a message as well that there was a vendor that did not do well at the event. And I was like, oh no. The point of this is not only for the people to be able to go and buy stuff, but we want it to be successful for our vendors. A lot of the vendors are the same ones at the Clash. Some of them aren't. Again, some of them are new also, brand new. But we want it to be successful for them. That is extremely important to us. We know that layout of that area is not ideal. The Clash layout is a lot better. That's not possible. I mean, maybe it's something we could look into in the future, but that would require us going to a different venue. And again, a lot of the business is from the store, from people coming to the store, and then they see the event and they want to check it out, and it brings business. So I was paranoid. I was like, oh no, I hope it was okay for everyone. Like I hope it wasn't bad for all the vendors. The weather wasn't that bad, so the store wasn't that busy like it normally is. So I reached out to a bunch of them. One specific were the cichlid people at the end of the dead end. And let me okay. So I reached out to them and I said, hey, how was the swap for you? A loss, break even, profitable, worth it? Those are all important things. His response: profit really good, for sure worth it, want to attend the next one. That guy probably had the worst spot in the room. And that was his response. So I also reached out to another one in that area. Same question. Response: awesome, definitely profitable. And I reached out to, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 additional on top of that. They were all happy. It was successful for all of them. So, to my knowledge, there was one vendor that was not successful. There were 31 spaces. Multiple were doubles, though. So, there weren't that many vendors. But, 5 to 6 of them. Actually, I can tell you how many there were easily. I can just pull it up on my phone. Silly me. Let's see here. Okay. Should have it right here. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We had 22 different vendors. And right off the bat, a quarter of them I know for a fact were successful. And actually probably more than that. Because that one sold out. So that is pretty successful in my opinion. Yeah, and I'll probably continue to reach out. The side street at the swap was a little different, but if the vendors did good, great. Yeah. Didn't mean to criticize. They just looked kind of bummed out. Glad to hear they did good after all. One of them didn't. But I haven't talked to every single one in that stretch, but I talked to 2 of them that were successful. So, it all depends on your competition, your display, your prices, and the audience. What are they looking for? That plays a big role into it for sure. I can tell you from the club standpoint, it was a very successful event. Like I said, we gained more members. It's easy for us to put that on, and we made money. We sold a lot of swag. We sold the memberships, and then there's the entrance fees as well. I can also tell you the next 2 swaps. We scheduled them March 16th and November 16th. That is when the swaps will be next year. So it's awesome that we have them scheduled already. Also, differently than in the past, we're going to do them in place of our meetings that month. So this past Saturday, we had the swap. This upcoming Saturday is our monthly meeting. So that's good. Did you sell any of those fancy mugs for ACLC? I don't know what the breakdown is of what we sold. I don't know that. I was not at that table. I know we sold, if not the rest, all but a couple of the black insulated bags. I know we sold quite a bit of shirts. Fish bags, we sold quite a bit of them. Fish for you, did you guys get those bags? I know you needed some. Hoping you had a chance to get them. Okay, I can close that. And I can close that. All right, what's next? That's really cool. That store does that. Wish there was a shop down this way with that kind of space. Yeah, I wish it was closer to me. I mean, it's an hour and a half drive for me. I'm not a huge fan of their fish room, but their overall selection, I am. Awesome, good. They got them. I mean, I spent money there. I got some. I'll tell you the highlight for me. I got 2 things of blackworms for less than $14. That was amazing. And then I stocked up on the frozen foods as well. Okay. Talk about the swap. Let's talk about what I got at the swap. And anyone in chat, I'm curious, what did you guys get at the swap? What were the highlights for you? Okay. So I was planning for the swap, knowing that it was coming, seeing the vendors that were there, knowing they had some stuff that I really wanted. I budgeted to spend a little bit of money. In addition to that, I knew that chances are I'm not going to buy a house until the beginning of the year. So I got a little bit of extra money. You know what I mean? I also, I'm the type where I will spend a little extra if it's something that could potentially make me some money. Yeah. Big Steve says, I blew $50 at Kosheen's table and didn't even feel guilty. Their plants are amazing, and I've got the Corey Histatus. Nice. I know you were looking for that. Yeah. Kosheen's table at the Clash and at the Swap was amazing. And they are one of the people that have already purchased their vendor space for 2024 Clash, which is awesome. And yes, I spent some money there. So, first and foremost, I mean, not only does that fish place provide a space for us, they fed us and all the attendees. They purchased 25 pizzas, I believe it was, for us to eat, for the vendors and the attendees, which was awesome. And there was some leftovers, so I took one home. So some of the stuff was given to me. Some of the stuff I bought. Some of the stuff I traded. For example, Fish for You. I gave them yellow Neos. They needed that. And they hooked me up with 10 mystery snails and 10 peppered corridors. And then after also some cherry shrimp. Where did I write them down? They're there. I put the peppered cories in my 46 bow front with, I think there's a daisy rice fish in there and another nano fish. I forget the name of it. It's got a lot of driftwood, a lot of plants. It has rabbit snails and a clown pleco, I think. I never see it. I have not seen the peppered cory since. I'm hoping they're hiding. I don't know what would eat them. But I've not seen them since. Now, I will also say I don't have a good light on that tank. I have 2 lights on it that are too small for that tank. They're perfect for like a 5. But I'm pretty sure they're hiding behind. I have a big piece of driftwood in there. I think they're in there behind it. I also just need to spend more time looking at it. All right, what else do I got here? I got Anubius Barteri golden coin. At the store, I got the frozen food. I mentioned that. They had a coupon. Buy 3, get a 4th one for free or something. I need that stuff. Talk about the black worms. I got a couple spawning mops, grindle worms, Anubius Afzelli, Afzelli. Oh God, chat's hopping. Let me catch up. I'm sorry. Snails, yes, of course. Steve got some fire and ice guppies, black rose shrimp, a male super red pleco for my gals. Nice. Steve and I want to try fire and ice guppies again one day. I figured they would be good in my now recessive genes, only mosh pit. Nice. Also, don't forget to check out Steven's video about the mosh pit. If somebody wants to drop that link, please. Fish for You, they're going to grow fast for you. You'll see them. Good. Fish Rumor raised some money for Jesse's GoFundMe. Yes, I talked about that in the beginning, and thank you, Steve, for bringing in those corridors. All right. I also got Anubius congenesis. I got some Kabamba. I got a Kleiner Prince Red Sword. Weird. Lobelia cardinalis. Actually, I shouldn't say a lot. All but one or two of these are plants that I've never had before, or species of, or strains, whatever the term is. Ludwigia ovalis. A new Anubius, apparently, called Kirin. Anubius Kirin. I got a Rotala. I forget what type it is. It might just be rotundifolia. I'm not sure. Dwarf Sag. I already had that as well. I got Appalachius lineatus, killifish, golden wonder, and Aphyosemian Lagos red as well. I also got, I didn't write it down here, more Fundulopanchex amietai, which is a care species, and that might be it. Mystery snails, peppered cories, amietai, Lagos, blackworms, frozen foods, brindle worms, and a shit ton of plants. I think that's it. So I was really happy with all that. Most of the Anubius I planted in substrate. A couple of the plants I put in the CO2 tank. And I still have some plants that I don't know where I want to put them. I'm thinking I also got my member plants from the peas. So I'm thinking the guppy grass I'm going to put in a killie tank because that's good for them. The Rotala, I think it's rotundifolia. I already have that. So I'm going to put that in another tank and plant it in the substrate. Since I have some already in the CO2 tank, I'm not worried if it turns as pretty as it. I'd rather it just grow and be a good plant for another tank. The sword that they sent me, I think I'm going to put in the 46 bow from in the substrate because that's going to get big and that's a big tank, so that'll be good. And Fish Rumor sold all of the bags of Corey's except for one, which she's going to sell online. Awesome. That's exciting. Okay. What is this? Oh. Excuse me. Yeah. And there's Keith. Welcome. Keith already got his vendor space for the Clash. It's exciting. All right. Next, I have a question. So right now I have the CO2 tank, 20-gallon high. Got a decent light on it. Tank's doing great, in my opinion. Actually, wait, watch this. Let's push buttons. There it is. Can't see all of it. I mean, there's some plants in the middle that you can't see and a couple up close. So in this tank, and actually the one new plant, I forget which one it is already. I think it's the Cardinal, maybe, is in the front corner there. So as you can tell, a lot of nice color, decent conditions in here. I know it's not ideal because of the plants, but until I move, I'm not doing anything with that. My goal when I move is to set up a bigger tank with CO2 and put it in the substrate. So right now I have this tank and I fertilize roughly 5 days a week. 10 drops of the aquarium co-op all in one or whatever it's called. My question is, for my other tanks that do not have highlight or CO2, should I be fertilizing them? They have plants in them, but they just don't have the highlight or CO2. So should I be fertilizing them? What got me thinking about it is I put the Anubias in some of these tanks, for example. I put the Kabamba in them. They have swords. They have jungle vow. They have dwarf sag. They have a couple of them do have crypts as well. I've never fertilized any of them. Should I be doing that? It wouldn't hurt to give them a weekly squirt. Okay. Bob Mennel says hotel website is only offering me a double queen. It was offering a king. Make sure you check the dates, Bob. Try Thrive when you run out of easy, cheaper, and more complete. Well, I like that. I agree with Keith. You also have options of lower nitrate formulas for low tech tanks. Okay. I'm just about out of my first container. I do have one more. It's a big one, actually. So it's going to be a long time before I need more, but I will try that afterwards. Yeah, I have one more already. So right now I do 10 drops 5 to 6 days a week. How much should I do for these other tanks? Again, that's a 20-gallon tank. So we'll use that as a base because I do have 2 other 20s. And I'll just cut in half for 10s. So how much should I do for a 20 that doesn't have CO2 and highlight? How many drops? If I'm doing 10 drops, 6 days a week. Oh, excuse me. How many milliliters is 10 drops? Get bigger bottles. That's what my next, as soon as this one's empty, which is going to be probably in a week or two, the next one is the one with the pump. So if it's easier, for the one with a pump, how many pumps do I need to do for the CO2 tank? And how many do I need to do for the non-CO2 tank? Let's see. Hello, Don Gooman, welcome. Getting ready to attend the OCA this coming weekend. Whoop, whoop. Nice. Don, since you're just getting here and you've missed the last hour, the hotel block is open for the Clash for 2024. And we're already starting to get vendors. You can see who they are. For low tech, I use Thrive at 1 pump per 10 gallons. Okay. Cool. Sometimes less, all depending on what the plants look like. Yeah. Yeah, but Keith, you know a lot more about plants than I do. I'm not quite there yet. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give you some nice music to listen to while. Let's see, where's that at? Let's see. And there we go. All right, let's turn that off. Back to the comments. All right. Just don't overdose, then you may get algae. Yeah. I'll be in our room selling fish and plants. Nice. I'll roam around if I can. I'll be in vendor room most of the time, though. We are arriving Thursday afternoon. I'm assuming that's the OCA you're talking about. Awesome. 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 All right. Yeah. Comfortable. And oh, we got something here. What we got here? And oh, this is exciting. This is very exciting. Hold on, let me check one more thing here before I say it. Go and look here. Nice. Very nice. So, I'm very happy to say that Jesse, just one more fish, is going to be a vendor at 2024 Clash. God bless that kid. He's amazing. So strong. All right. Next on my list that I want to talk about are the live foods. I'm still wondering if my containers are of a decent size. For example, Grindle worms, white worms. I'm keeping them in like deli size containers. Should I keep them in something bigger? I'm feeding them a little bit more often now, which I noticed is helping. So thank you to those that suggested that. I'm still not getting the quantities that I need, though. Um, so I'm not sure. The other thing related to live foods that I wanted to mention is baby brine shrimp. When you harvest, so it takes 24 to 36 hours, or at least that's what's taking me. And I usually take a specimen container, fill it up halfway with from the hatchery, and then the other half I put fresh water. And then I use a pipette um, and suck them out that way. I have found that what's in the specimen container will last me easily 12 hours, but I can go back for 2 more days after that and get more from the hatchery. Um, how long does it last? How long are the baby brine shrimp good in the hatchery for? How long are they good out of the hatchery for in the diluted water? Because yeah, it's a salty mix in the hatchery, but when you take it out, I don't know. I never thought that the harvest would last that long. I'm trying to do better with the feeding of the fish. Yeah. So what do you guys do? Alshon says, I see the same Bob for Friday, Saturday night, only 2 queen rooms. Let me see here. Oh. Now, what about when you change the dates? Okay. I will shoot them an email. I'm going to do it right now just so I don't forget. Okay. I sent an email about the king beds. They'll probably reach back out to me tomorrow. Why are all my Google accounts logging out? What in the world is going on here? Freaking technology, it's ridiculous. Okay. On the phone, I'm told all king rooms for the event are sold out. Yeah, they're full crap. He said there were only like 19 available from the start. Okay. I just emailed him and I will see what they say. I am confident they're not sold out. 3G says, as a kid, did you have sea monkeys? Yeah, that was a long time ago. And well, but okay, I see what you're getting at. How long did they live for? I don't remember. And Monster Fish Gal, hello, welcome. I highly doubt they're sold. Yeah, there's. I mean, we booked a room for the speakers and the senior committee. Not even all of it. Just some did. A few of us did, but they're not sold out. It takes a lot when they create these blocks apparently, and sometimes they struggle with the concept too. So I will figure out what's going on. Okay. Let's see what's next. So something that I've mentioned in the last couple chats, I am the acting speaker chair until we find people to do it for both Bucks County and ACLC, and technically the Clash as well. Something that is always a goal is to get a mix of, you want to get your top of the line, best of the best speakers sometimes, and then you want to get your local people that are knowledgeable, but maybe not as popular or well known as well. You want a mix of them. For the Clash, we try to get the best of the best. So my goal is to create a database of speakers and their topics, where they're from, and stuff like that. So my question to this group is, who are the best of the best, in your opinion, that are still alive? Unfortunately, I know some have died. But who are the best of the best? What are their topics and where are they from? Because I want to add them to the spreadsheet. And I mean, Alshon and I are doing pretty decent with speakers for 2024 for Bucks County. Ideally, we have all but 1 month booked for the year. Maybe 2, all but 1 or 2 months. And ACLC has a 1, 2, 3, 4, has about 5 openings for the year. But I want to create that database so that if someone backs out, I have a good list to reach out to. At some point in time, I'm going to want to start booking for 2025 for both clubs and the Clash as well. Also, you don't want to repeat too many speakers. Occasionally is fine, but not too many. Why is everything signing me out? I got all kinds of messages too. What in the world? What is happening? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let me scroll back up. You're under 6'2". You don't need a king bed. Yeah, but I also don't need 2 queens. Like, why couldn't I just have 1 queen? Ted has a Facebook page for club speakers. Yes, but there's not that many on there. And also, there's a lot from the West Coast that may be great local West Coast people but you might not want to bring them east yet. But also, What about for the people that don't have Facebook or don't know about that page? There's so many more people. I share a bed with a tall person, so I need a king bed. Understood. Grant Souders does bomb talks. He got my attention. And there's Mike, All Things Fish. Hello, welcome. Haven't seen you here in a while. Thank you for stopping in. Ted for summer tubbing, of course. Yep. And Barbara Jackson, welcome. Randy Carey for egg scatters. Where's he from, Tom? I didn't mean to erase that. No. Egg scatters. Gary Lang, yeah. So I just booked for a double queen room since he swears other rooms have been sold out. Bob, I'll let you know if what they say tomorrow. They're not sold out. That's just it's a computer glitch in their system. But I'm assuming you can either change it online or call them and have it changed. But I'll let you know what they say. But who are other speakers? I know there's so many more. I have one spreadsheet that was passed on to me, and um I just there's not that many on there, and I know there's more. Mark Sabah, yeah, he's we got him for January for ACLC. But like, who are the ones that have not been on the East Coast in a while? The other point of this is, yeah, of course, Jen Williams, but she's an East Coast one. The other thing is, what are topics that we want to hear talked about, presented? What are topics that are not very common? So you always got your collecting trip talks, your aquascaping talks, your pleco talks, your cichlid talks. There's not that many killifish talks. I wish there was a lot more. Snail topics, exactly. But there's just so many more. Pam Chin, yep. California. We also need more people to do presentations, to start doing them. One common trend with all the different speakers, they're all old. They're all freaking old. Larry Johnson, yeah, from Canada. Malawai cichlids. I said old. I got Don's attention. Not sure why. Greg Steves cares and Victorian Secrets, absolutely. I want a Stephen P. mosh pit talk. Oh, Tom, I don't think he messaged me back. Speaking of Greg, let me check that. Hmm. Hmm. Josh Cunningham, yeah. Rusty Wessel, of course. And Fuller. That's a different one. Where's he from? Or he's from England? Yikes. The other one I want to check out is Rich Terrell. I think he's from Pittsburgh, and I think he talks on Killis. Okay. So we're looking at that date for then. Okay. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Anton, yeah. Gary Hayter. Gary Hayter on Goldfish. I don't know that one. Amazing. Thank you. Okay. Um, Greg is confirmed for June. Okay. We had Rich Terrell speak at Youngstown, and he spoke about stingrays. Really? Paul Lozelle, everything. It's hard with him these days, though, you know? He's not getting around quite like he used to. Rich Terrell would be a good one, though. I like that. Haters from Columbus, Ohio. Saw his talk, and he does a lot of the same things we did with Goldfish. Jim Cummings, yep. Actually, I may have seen Rich's talk on stingrays. Now that I think about it. So I have a talk on non-annual killifish. I am working on a mystery snail one. Um, after the mystery snail one, I'm going to refresh my saltwater talk, and I want to do a more generic snail talk as well. I figure I want to be part of the solution, and you know, the most knowledgeable part would be the killifish one. I am learning a lot about the mystery snails thanks to the devil creature in the chat. You know, I've bred mystery snails plenty of times in the past, but I know what they need. I know what they like. I know the conditions to keep them in. My weaknesses were on like the genetics and the morphs. Dave Farrell, welcome. I don't think I said hello to you. And Vibes, welcome. Um, but learning about the genetic anomalies, the color morphs, and stuff like that, that's stuff that I've not paid attention to. So that's the only missing piece. Imagine Jenna talk on Married to a Fish Maniac. Nice. Don, I used to do one on showing fish, but it's been a while. Now, see, that would be a really good one. I don't know anyone that does that. That would be a really good topic. Like, that would be perfect to do before the clash. Like, a month or two before the clash. That would be a really good one. Eric Bodrock, Corey Doris. Like most of these being named are either already have been Clash speakers are on the spreadsheet I have already, or I'm working on getting. But again, the common denominator here is they've been to the East Coast. That's how we all already know that. Regina on Tetris. Yeah. Scott Maurer used to do Showfish Talk. Or McLaughlin, sorry. Kevin Carr does one now. Oh, really? Okay. I did not know that. He's local enough. I'll tell you two people that have drifted out that I think might be making a comeback. And I'm very happy about it. Rachel O'Leary and Scott. Chuck Davis. I have not. I don't know if I've seen Chuck Davis talk. Where is he from? Florida. East Coast is not bad. Not bad. All right. Last on the list for me that I have eggs and what's going on in here. So I continue to collect eggs from my Osarai, Fundalos Osarai. I have not had any hatch yet. However, it does look like a couple of them may be fertile. Any that are starting to fungus or anything, I've pulled out. I am doing them in a little deli container with water with just a tint of methylene blue. The Fundalos Gardner IP82s. I have 3 or 4 mops of eggs in a 10-gallon. Have not seen anything yet. I have additional eggs in a deli container with methylene blue as well. And I continue to pull them as well. The bronze Corydoras, now that those rainbows are out of there, are a lot more active. They're getting to be a decent size now. I'm hoping to get some eggs out of them. I have yellow neos in with them. My PBL shrimp, I have not seen many babies, but they seem to be doing very well. I have yellow neos in with them as well. Pygmy cories, I have not seen as many of them out in the open, but I do see them still. Still nothing out of them. Tangerine tiger colony is doing good. Not overwhelming yet. The Limia Perugiae are under control right now. I have like 3 to 5 of them, and they're younger ones. I moved out the parents. They were just getting it to be a bit too much. I have albino cories in with them that are extremely active, but no eggs. I'm not sure if I'll see eggs with them, with the cories being, or the limia being in with them. I have, as I mentioned earlier, added more Fundulopanchax amieti, the care species, in with the ones I already have. I have not seen any eggs in that mop yet, though. I put a floating breeder box in with the what are they called? The mosquito fish. What are they called? Live bear. Begins with a G, I think. I forget the name. Anyway, I put a floating breeder box in with them. I'm hoping that will work. The female spotless Aphyosemian Australia, Gambusia. Thank you, Stephen. The female I thought was gone. She made an appearance. She's alive. So that's good. So I do have a pair of the spotless Aphyosemian Australia. And I did get more fry from the metallic live bear. I have, as of right now, I do have 6 at least. So I'll be able to start putting them in for BAP. And I have a large specimen container that I have the Apelacheus lineatus in. I mean, those guys are really tiny right now. So I have a bunch of plants in there floating for now until I plant them. And they're doing good in there. Give them time to get some size. I have 2 2.5s that are empty that I could put them in. Or I might try to put them with something else. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Chris House says Rob McClure. Is that a speaker? If so, what topic and where's he from? Something I got to figure out is, what species can I mix? Chris Carpenter, Tang Shelley's. Yep. I've seen him talk. He's from far away too, I think. George RB3, welcome. Off topic, what is the cutoff age for registration for the Clash? Your girls are good, Dave. You don't need to register them. It's 17. Chris, where is Rob McClure? Is he a speaker? Where is he from? What's his topics? I'm not familiar with that name, I don't think. So, like, what could I put with the Limia Perugiae? What could I put with corridors? What could I put with shrimp? And all right, there we go. Thank you, Don. So Rob McClure is from Wisconsin and talks on Corys. Lots of people talk on Corys. Okay. Let's see what we got here. What was I about to check? Oh. From Columbus, Ohio, talks about woodcats. It's a different one. Okay. Awesome. Good information. Thank you, everyone. It just helps me build the database, you know. So this week, not too much going on. Oh crap. Thanksgiving is next week. I thought it was this week. I'm an idiot. Okay. Hmm. Well, sugar puffs. Well, this week looks to be a relatively easy week for me. I only have a 4-day work week. ACLC meeting Saturday. Have a clash meeting on Sunday. Then the following week is Thanksgiving. Nice. Les Kaufman, Victorian Cichlids, Massachusetts. I'm running out of room. Okay. Let's see. I think at this rate, I'm going to need a bigger whiteboard soon. I've been filling it up quite a bit lately. Don't quite have any other tanks to show yet that I'm ready to do. And I don't have anything else to talk about. I think we may put it to bring it to an end here. I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. I was planning on doing 2 hours, but chat is not as active as I was expecting or hoping. Let's see here. Just checking if I missed anything. I don't think so. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate y'all hanging out for as long as you did. Um, got a lot of information out there tonight, which is what it's all about. I appreciate it. And I don't know if I'll do any pop ups this week or not. We'll see. We'll see how the week goes. And if not, I'll see you next Monday. See you, everyone. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button.